And we're back.
Yo, yo,
Welcome back,
yo.
guys. Our Anime List Podcast, episode 2.
And definitely not take two.
Not take 2.
That'd
Yeah,
be
no,
crazy. That'd be
we
crazy if
okay,
we messed
okay.
up.
Let's be honest. We had a little technical difficulties the first time we recorded this. We recorded like a good 5 minutes, and then we were like, oh wait, we need to restart. So
That's right. It's gonna be
doesn't
better this
matter.
time. It'll be better this time.
Um, but yeah, let's go through a little bit of what we were doing this week. So if you notice, we are uploading on a Monday. That's
Instead of
not
Sunday.
normal. Yeah, so during this week, I actually took a vacation, and I went to Miami for the weekend.
And I did nothing.
But yeah, no, it was great. Miami's an awesome place. I really loved it. The weather is amazing. Went into the ocean. Tried a lot of good food. I went to a Korean barbecue place called
Oh,
Kote.
dude, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
And if we both go one time,
You'll
we're
have
going.
to.
It was a bit expensive, a bit on the pricey side,
It's
but
fine. It's fine.
it's worth
Use
it.
the podcast money, right?
Yeah, podcast money, sure, yeah. But no, it was really, really good.
Dude,
Funny
can't believe we
story.
delayed the podcast though.
I'll let everyone know about this funny story. So we go to this place, right? It's me, my sister's boyfriend, and my cousin. Okay, so we're all going to this like higher end Korean barbecue place, and we're talking to some people at the bar. They're getting our table ready, and one of the guys was like, "Hey, like, what do you guys think about getting here?" And we're like, "Oh, we don't know. It's like our first time. Like, you tell us." He's like, "The steak and eggs are really good here.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
steak and eggs." Like, okay,
Okay.
okay. So once we get to the table, me and my sister's boyfriend were like, "Yeah, like steak and eggs. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well, that's a man's meal, like." So we got all excited, and we saw it was like the best appetite. Like it's known as like best appetizer in town and whatnot. So
Interesting. Okay.
it's hyped up, but um, and then wait,
What?
Brady. Oh no,
Yeah.
you froze for a second. Okay.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, so we're like, yeah, 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 and then we go in, we order it, and then we also order like the normal like all inclusive like meal
Buffet
plan
type.
thing,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
buffet
Yeah.
thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I tell you the disappointment on my face whenever the guy comes out with a small bowl and a bunch of breadsticks, I'm like,
Really?
this has to be wrong table. Like this is
Where's
not
my
us. Like
man meal,
where's
dude?
my main meal on like a a cutting board with a bunch of eggs
Mhm.
and steak. And then we looked and it's steak tartare with
Oh.
caviar, eggs.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's what you meant by
Oh.
steak and eggs? Oh my
You got
god!
screwed.
Like,
You got
so both of
screwed,
us
dude.
literally looked at each other like we're a bunch of dumbasses. Like we actually didn't read the menu
Yeah.
and we thought steak and eggs.
So you missed the
Um,
podcast, and that's your payback for getting that, dude. You mess up your meal because you can't
I
do the
don't even
podcast
want to tell
even
you
two
how
days
much it
later.
was. I don't
Yeah.
even want to tell you how much that was. Like
Yeah,
it was
don't tell me. Don't tell
ridiculous.
me. It's for a later time. But,
But it was still good. It was still you enjoyed. It was high in caviar. You like
yeah.
each bite was good. My
Yeah.
cousin just took a ton of it and just lobbed it in his mouth. I'm
Did.
like,
Of
dude, you
course
have to
it
take
did.
a couple bites so you can
Of
enjoy
course.
the taste.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what my week was like.
Yeah. My
Really
week
love Miami. It's
just
great.
grinding out World of Warcraft on twitch.tv/bburfu. Check it out. Late hours of the night. I'll be there all the time. But yeah, it's not as
Yo,
exciting as your week for sure.
shout out. But yeah, okay. So moving on, let's talk
Yep.
about our week, our anime week. What have we been
Yep.
talking about? What have we been watching?
You have a lot more to talk about than I do.
Yeah. So what I've started a new anime. I felt like I needed a little bit of love in my life, so I just started to watch a rom com. I
hmm
mean, Oregairu, Snafu.
Not my cup of tea, but I respect
It's
the pick.
so it's so if those of you watching who watched it or watching it right now, I finished season 1. I'm on season 2, about episode 6, I believe. Um, episode season 1 was very good. I gave it an 8 out of 10 on my anime list.
Oh wow, that's pretty high.
I thought it was solid. It was a good show, good premise. Season 2, however, I'm getting a bit confused with like the story and plot line. Some of the things that they talk about. Like, are you ever gonna watch it?
I'm gonna forget by the time I do if I do ever. So just feel free to
Anyway,
go.
it's essentially there's a lot of plot points, like just like spoiler free. So whoever was looking to watch it, don't worry, I won't
Hmm.
spoil it. But a lot of plot points just seem to be like kind of touched on but never like explicitly talked about. It's like a lot of like narratives and like these are they're like the main characters are very smart, right? So
Yeah.
two of them at least, and they
Only
kind of
two.
like yeah, you'll see what I mean if you ever watch it. But
Yeah,
they like to come back and forth like what's the meaning of this, and like it's very philosophical.
yeah.
um but sometimes like and it also could be attributed to like the websites I'm using to watch this because Crunchyroll doesn't have season 1 or 2.
Dude,
So like the
pissing me off recently.
subtitles,
Dude. Crunchyroll is letting me down. It's letting me down.
like it's so annoying. The subtitles can be off and sometimes, and like what
Mhm.
I'm understanding the Japanese, like because I'm not fluent by any
He
means, but
dabbles. He dabbles.
some of the things I can understand the sentences, and like some of the subtitles don't match sometimes, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
I see Crunchyroll's accuracy is better than some of these websites.
Which is surprising
Uh,
since I've heard they were using AI sometimes for subtitles and stuff, but
I
I
know
don't
that's
know.
insane.
I
I
don't
I
know.
I don't think that's smart to do, but
Yeah. Dude, I gotta bring my guild leader in here. He speaks a little bit of Japanese, I heard, so help us
oh,
out.
that's really cool. But yeah, so that's my week. I started watching that.
Mhm.
Really looking forward to it. I mean, I still, it's like I know there's like confusing plot points, but like I'm getting through it. I think it's gonna get. Apparently, the third season is really good. It's the
Okay.
best season
Is
by
that the only
far.
thing you're watching besides weeklies like solo leveling or?
So I was watching Dragon Ball Daima. Um,
Oh, yeah, I didn't start that.
I'm on episode 10, and
Is it all
it's
right?
solid. It's pretty good.
And
I
can I
think
spoil a
it's
little bit for you? Spoiler warning, or do you care? It's
what for
small.
Daima.
Yeah. It
Spoiler warning. Spoiler
spoiler warning.
warning.
Did you see everyone was talking about I think with Vegeta and Daima? I'm not sure if you got that far yet, but that he got a Super Saiyan 3
Oh no, I
and
haven't seen that yet.
everybody was like, "Oh, this should have been bigger," but nobody knew about it because it was like since in Daima everyone's like I don't really know anything about it except like everyone's like small and their kids and stuff, almost like
Yeah.
GT. And I feel like he deserved to have something like that more in his adult form than he did in his kid form, you know? Like I feel like for such a cool power up, I feel like it was almost wasted in Daima. I don't know.
Super Saiyan 3 is by far one of the
The best.
one of my favorite transformations. Not only because it just looks sick with the long hair in the back,
Hmm.
but it's because I can relate to it because like his forehead looks like my forehead.
Yeah.
It's
Dude.
small and like big eye like the brow bone, so I'm like, dude, that's
Dude,
me. That's literally me. Um
Dude,
so
you gotta
yeah,
get the
no,
Vegeta
it's
cut.
I haven't seen it yet, so I just I don't know. I watch it on plane rides back to like North Carolina,
Yeah, yeah.
or like like
He's
that's
a
what I
couple
mainly
episodes in.
yeah, exactly. So but yeah, that's what I've been watching lately.
Mhm.
I'll probably end up watching a couple episodes tonight as well.
Have you been keeping up with the One Piece Fishman Island remake, or you've not
No,
picked that back up?
no.
Because I think we watched the first four or so together. I don't think I've watched any more since then, though.
Did I mention? I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but just to also like something I recently finished was Free Run.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't think I mentioned it, but I recently finished Free Run,
Hmm.
and that is also like, does it deserve number one?
No,
Not yet.
no. One Piece on
No,
top.
I wouldn't say no like confidently. I would say not yet. There's a lot. It's setting up a story,
Yeah.
and its music's very good, animation's very good,
Hmm.
characters are very good. It's just like because it's only like 20 odd episodes, like 28 or something. Like
Yeah.
it's setting up. It's very much a setup. Like I can definitely see this as like a first part, second part. It's like the pacing. I think it's just a different type of show. I think if you just sit and enjoy and relax,
Hmm.
um, it captivates you
I
truly.
think I need
So
to see a lot more to judge it, because I mean I've only seen the first what 3 or 4 episodes. I think it's on
nothing
hold on my
happens
list.
during those.
I'm
Like
check. And they were still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed them. I mean, I would rate it like a 7 or an 8. Yeah, I watched the first 4 episodes, but I feel
I
like I
would
can't really confidently judge anything when I've barely even watched a little bit of it to actually give an opinion on it.
right now I would give it a 9 or a 10. Think
Wow.
I give it a nine.
Wow.
I would give it a 9 because I can't say it's perfect just yet.
Yeah. You wish
Because
there
it's
was
just more
more?
of like a
Like,
setup. I wish there was more. Like there is going to be more. There's a season
is there
2.
gonna be season two? Okay, so
Yeah,
did it end on a cliffhanger, or did it just like end like, oh, there's still unanswered questions and stuff?
it's more like there's still unanswered questions, and
Okay.
it's still it's we're following another journey. We're following their journey,
Okay.
so it's another thing like that. So very good. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I
I
do
just
think
think
it
characters
deserves
and
the
stuff.
hype, but I don't think it should be as hyped. It's not number one yet.
Hmm.
But I definitely can see it has a potential to pass Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Dude, I haven't even seen the red hair guy yet in the episodes. What is this, Stark or something? I haven't even seen him yet.
Stock.
I like I, I think the part I'm at is I mean, spoiler for the first couple episodes, but I'm pretty sure all I've seen is where like they just met up with the dwarf guy and they're gonna start going on a quest for something with him, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, that's gonna be cool, but I don't know. I just need to give it another shot. Khan has been watching a lot more anime than me. I'm way behind on things.
I'm crushing you.
Dude, I'm telling you though, the Bleach grind starts soon. I'm gonna fly ahead. I'm gonna watch like 200 episodes of Bleach in like a week, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, when I
I'm
was
gonna
watching the
fly.
Soul Society arc, I was watching 10 episodes a day.
It's
Like
gonna be
I was
me. It's gonna be
like that's
me.
good. It's gonna be you because it's like I could not stop watching. It was so good.
Yeah. Because I stopped at like 30 something. What I have on hold at? But I'm probably gonna rewatch the 36 is when I stopped, which apparently is like the worst place to stop because everyone's like it's about to get so hype after that, and I'm like, oh shoot. I think I
Yeah.
just got busy with classes and stuff because that was like senior year. Um, but I'm hoping that what I can do is s- watch those first 36 episodes again, refresh my memory, and then start grinding it out. But I'll probably just maybe have it on my left monitor as I play WoW or something, and then
I
I'll
think
go
that's
and start
smart
to
because you don't
grind it out.
really need to focus on it if you.
But yeah.
But um, all right. So
All right.
that's
Yeah.
now we can get to the main topic at hand
Yeah, yeah.
because we
Well,
also
do you want to go into the main topics and talking about our favorites, or you want to get into solo leveling first? I want to talk about it a little bit.
let's talk about solo leveling because
All
we're
right.
every week we'll be talking about solo
Yeah.
leveling every week. So
That's the only thing that I watched this week. Unless you count reading manhwa, I read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint every week. I want to talk about it so bad. If anyone wants to talk about it with me, reach out. I will talk about it with you. But I can't with this loser because he has not seen any of it and he's waiting for the anime, which is
I'm
I respect it. But I'm hoping that it's kind of bad. But I'm hoping that whenever you start to watch the anime, it will be so good that you'll want to stop and read, and then we can talk about it.
I
But
don't think so. I don't
you
think it's
probably
gonna
won't. You
dude,
probably won't.
the worst I've ever felt not wanting just skipping the anime and can't wait and just reading the manhwa is
Yeah.
solo leveling. And that's the
Really.
I've actually couldn't I'm stopping myself from looking and reading through.
Yeah, dude. I feel you. Dude, you were really quiet on my end. I really hope that it doesn't turn out that you're a lot quieter at the
I
end.
don't think so. I don't I like based off the voice meter, I think I'm
Okay. It's just my
fine.
end that you're
Hopefully. Uh
dude, if you're like that, it's fine, but all right.
okay.
But yeah, this episode, um, I know a lot more than you do. I'm gonna have you start first. Actually, I'll say a little bit about it. Well, I thought it was a great episode. Um, this is the first episode of Soul Leveling so far that I thought was like the pacing was great. They didn't really cut anything out. I mean, I know you said it was a slower episode you felt, and yeah,
Yeah,
there was
but
still
I liked
action
it.
and stuff. But like if we're just going like chapter wise, I was reading the manhwa again and comparing as I do after every episode. And because it started around episode 60, chapter 67 is about where the episode started, which is where you see spoilers for episode 5 of Solo Leveling for everybody for the next 10 minutes or so. Um, but that's where you see like Hunter Cha, of course, and she's like starts sniffing him and everything. Like that's like the start of chapter 67.
This
And this chapter, I mean, the episode actually ends at chapter 71. So it's only like 4 to 5ish chapters in this episode, which is actually really good. I was looking through it.
some
Not a single thing was cut. Okay, there was only almost nothing was cut out of this episode. Everything in the manhwa was
yeah.
in the episode, which is I love. I mean,
There
there was
was
a little bit.
I watched a TikTok that showed like some of the one things that are not that were
What did
in
it
the
show? What
mon
did it
like
show?
it said like it was more like dialogue stuff. I think it was mainly like Jinho
Yes.
contacting him and like just some small like Chahain like I think she had a couple more lines saying
Yeah, a
something
couple more lines when in that scene in her
and
bedroom. But
yeah and then like I think the head guy for the group the second group like I
yeah,
remember
the
like
A rank.
Jinmu said like he looked like he was taller like he had like more of like a
Yeah.
lanky build
He
um
looked pretty. I think it's pretty good comparison. He looked all right.
I think he could have been taller if that was the case. I feel like Jinwoo is still like
They were
the
about
same
the
height.
same. They were about the same in the manhwa too. Like
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
also tall. But no, yeah, you're definitely right with all that. It was funny in the Chahayin scene. She was saying like, "Oh, I wonder if he's like a spy or something." But like, we obviously know he's not.
What's it? The Jinwoo. I actually looked him up. He's 5'11".
Dude, let's go.
He's not.
Let's
He's
go.
not. He's not like that
Yeah.
tall, but he's
I
just
wonder what the average height is in Korea. Uh, Average height in Korea is
5'7",
5'8".
5'8". Okay, so he's a
All right.
couple
I
inches
mean, that's
taller.
like, I mean, that makes sense.
Okay,
I mean, that's
yeah.
probably wrong. That's like the AI thing at the top of Google. That's probably wrong, but still,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
okay, okay.
That makes
But
sense.
yeah, the biggest thing that was definitely cut out of the episode was there was a chat with Jinho and his cousin. You'll probably see that though in the next episode if I had to guess because it's
Yeah.
important. I'm assuming they'll throw that in the next episode because it kind of just shoves itself in the middle of the chapters and breaks up the dungeon, which is I think it's good they didn't put it in this episode. Um,
Yeah.
but after this episode, it's gonna be huge, like a big climax at the start of the next episode, and then it will kind of wind down. I think we'll see that scene with Jinho contacting Jinwoo and all that. Um,
I'll,
Other than
let's,
that, that's the only thing I saw differently though.
okay, there's other guy that I saw on again like as all my feed is basically just like Jinwoo hype
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
like just aura farming the hell. I know this next episode is just gonna be all aura farming. Like,
hmm
but someone else also had the same take as you. Like this probably his. I think he said like other than episode 2, he said it's hard to tell, but this is probably the best solo out leveling episode because of
Yeah,
how well the pacing was, how well
yep,
there was good action. There was like he just said everything encompassed is like was just
it's all
perfect.
there. They also added a lot of like anime only new scenes that I thought were amazing. Like actually spending more time on the fights and stuff because they looked fantastic this episode. Like the biggest thing that I saw that was anime only was for the second time he went mining where they're like, oh, come back. It was a C rank into an A rank dungeon. So remember he was mining in the C rank dungeon and then afterwards they went immediately into an A rank dungeon. That C rank never existed in the manhwa. It was just A rank and then the next day another A rank. There was never a C rank before it. But I liked it because it showed him spending a little bit more time with the mining crew, relating back to like the old friends he had, but when he was an E-rank hunter, stuff like that. And they spent a little bit less time on that in the manhwa, and I'm kind of glad they spent a little bit more time there. I thought it was nice to see that.
That's good. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, for someone who hasn't read the manhwa, it was really good. I mean, I like the episode. My dad, who watches this as well,
And he's watching it. Oh my!
he yeah he didn't like it as much because he
What?
was like he's like oh he's like it left on a cliffhanger like he's like I can't wait another week.
Dude, I'm telling him
Um,
though, it's gonna be worth it. Like, I think that the next episode is gonna be up there for the best episode of solo leveling we've seen so far.
like
Like,
oh
it's
my
it's gonna be good. Like,
he was saying like he might just like leave a couple weeks and just
yeah,
like just binge it like wait for it to come through but like
yeah.
for me like I
It's
can't
not
do
worth. You
that
should just watch. So I waited and watched the episode today, but Khan watched it a couple days ago,
when it
and
came out.
I,
Yeah.
I wanted it fresh in my mind for this podcast. And he told me at the end, like, oh, it ended at a cliffhanger, like he wanted more. And I was just thinking in my head because I've read the manhwa, like, okay, it could end here, it could end here, and I'm assuming like it probably ended around when they got in the boss room. But like, there was one other scene that they could have put in there, and then it could have ended after that, which would have been an even bigger cliffhanger. And I'm like, I'm kind of glad they didn't end on there, but I almost wanted to make you close your ears, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Like, it's gonna be a good beginning of the episode, and just everyone should be thankful that they didn't end it like a minute later, and then have an even bigger cliffhanger, and you'll know it when you see it. But it's gonna be, it's gonna go down.
So you know what my dad said that I was like it was interesting like so red gates right when like with the red gate you can't enter a red gate after like it's sealed off and whatnot.
Yeah.
And right now it's like he said that like well because they sealed off the gate from the inside like if
Mhm.
you can't go inside. My
Mhm.
dad was like, whoa, it'd be cool if like Chain could go in from the outside still. Like, even though it's sealed, like she could still come in, but people
Well,
can't go out. And then
yeah.
she would be able to go in and go, oh my god, Jinwoo and then, just go crazy. But I mean I
Well,
thought about it, I'm like, well that's possible, but again, like like
Think
what's
about it like
happening
this. I
with.
mean, this is not a red gate dungeon because a red
Yeah,
gate, it's not only red gate doesn't always mean it's stronger. I mean, there's S rank dungeons that aren't red gates. It's just the fact that
like I don't know
red
what.
gate dungeons are they teleport you to a different instance where you cannot leave. And it just happens that it makes it stronger than the mana that was first found from the thing. So if you think it was like a C, it might not be an A. But if this was like found to be an A and it was a red gate, it'd be like an S.
I don't
But
know what. I don't know this. I'm assuming that this dungeon is probably going to be an S
I mean,
tier.
there's a reason. Think about it like this. There's a reason that most, like every single, well, not every single. We talked about the guilds a little bit last podcast, but most guilds have at least one S rank hunter in it, but that's all they have, and they
Yeah,
only have one raid team, and that probably consists of that S rank hunter being the main lead, and that's because they said in an earlier solo leveling episode, but for A rank dungeons, you normally have like an S rank hunter and a bunch of A's. And then for S ranks, you need like a bunch of S rank hunters and stuff. For like so like even for an A rank dungeon, you might have an S rank boss. So like just from like how like Jinwoo was saying, like how he's like all like the magic power he can feel, I think we could probably assume that the dude you saw at the end of the episode is
definitely an S
probably,
rank.
yeah, at the very least, but I would say stronger than, I mean, definitely stronger than the Red Gate guy, I think.
I think
Um,
he's stronger than probably like the what any of the things he's faced in the
anyone we've seen
tower.
so far, yes.
Anyone he's, I think he's stronger than anyone we've seen so
And
far.
even though
Any
this
enemy.
A rank was lower, like less magic power than the one the day before, this guy is definitely stronger than the giant guy from the last one that Hunter Cha and them all did. Like, this
Yeah.
is definitely a stronger boss. I think this isn't really a spoiler, it's like an assumption almost, but like I'm kind of guessing that he was almost like suppressing the power somehow, or like trying to show less magic power because you see that he's obviously like a mage type boss of some
Yeah, and the
sort.
fact that like the B rank. Also, by the way, I mean just for specifics, the B ranks could sense the aura. That's
Mm-hmm.
just crazy. They could
Yeah.
percent. And also, second one, that the A rank healer could heal an entire arm.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I know,
crazy in
right?
my opinion. I was like, that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we've never seen it, because like at the start we saw what a B rank hunter, B rank healer could do, and she got all PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
I can't heal anymore. and then
Yeah.
and then so like when A rank can completely heal, like that makes Jinwoo's case, like when he first lost his arm and leg, like that's totally feasible. If like an S or A rank hunter came in, he could totally just heal him right back up, like it's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a big jump between B and A, but I mean, you've seen an S rank hunter in the first couple episodes.
Yeah, but I didn't. I've never
Like,
seen the
yeah, you haven't
abilities.
really
Like
seen him in, like, yeah,
S rank
they can be
healer
great.
must be crazy.
At least when it comes to healing, but in fights, I mean,
They're like, yeah,
they probably can't even beat a B rank fighter class. I mean,
yeah, but that doesn't
it depends.
matter.
It was so not funny, but it was like whenever you see the A rank hunter just like accepting her fate that she's gonna die as that thing, and then Jinwoo just like, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, and the fact that like he used stealth, I'm just surprised that like the mages can sense the stealth. Like
Hey,
I
they're
don't
no
know,
joke. Like, those are everyone in there
is
is
super strong.
strong, which just kind of shows you high orcs in the solo leveling verse are some of the strongest creatures that they've seen in any gate so far that are not S rank. Like they only have seen those in the past in like I think S rank gates or something. Like they are like top of the top. Like if you see these things, you need and also like in the anime for example they had 17 hunters in that dungeon. They had 11 A rank and 6 B ranks, and in the anime it was just, or that was in the manhwa, and in the anime they had 9 hunters, 6 A and
Yeah,
3 B. So like even more people still standing no chance versus the amount, like it's crazy. Like um yeah, it's the next episode's gonna be great. That's all I
I
can say. It's
like.
gonna be great.
Last thing I want to mention for this is that like the idea that like there's one stark difference that someone pointed out was that in the manhwa, Jin like Jinwoo was more like he's more bloodthirsty. He's more like
Yeah.
battle crazy. Like
Hmm.
he really loves the idea of gaining experience, fighting these stronger opponents. And he's just more like battle hungry. But
Yeah.
like in the anime, he's kind of more like I'm a chill guy. Like
Yeah,
I'm more cool. But
he's more
like
similar to your shonen protagonists of like not like your Naruto's and stuff, but like just like being more like yeah, like chill, more friendly, not as controversial as a main character, I guess. I don't
But
know.
you saw a bit of it. You saw a bit of it at the end of
Last
the
episode.
last episode where he
hmm
was just like, "I'm just gonna poke him. I'm just gonna like a little
I wish
poke."
we saw a little bit more of that. I really do, but
Yeah.
I still enjoy what they're doing with it. As long as they keep up what they're doing, then it's gonna be great.
Mhm.
But I think that's all we should say for solo leveling, though. We don't
Yep.
want to take up the whole podcast on solo leveling as much as I love it.
Yeah.
It has recently made my top 10, as we'll see when we get into our next topic.
Yep.
But
Yep. 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 Yep.
but you can take us off for what we're gonna get into, and then we will probably start. One of us can share our screens, then we could probably swap. I guess we'll see what we can do. I can always pull up your list as well, and then you could talk over it, and maybe that's easier.
Yeah.
So then,
That'll probably be easier.
awesome.
All right. Yeah. So I think what we want to talk about this podcast just specifically is just kind of like going through like what we've watched and like maybe you guys can get to know us a little better.
hmm
Like we can go through like just our inspiration, our my anime list accounts, so then you can see our anime lists. Haha.
hmm
But yeah, so you can see some of the stuff we've rated, and also like some of our top shows that we've like considered like our favorites.
Yeah.
So then maybe you guys can like see what we where we're coming from.
And we agree on a lot of things, but there's also things that we disagree on. Like I haven't really seen Code Geass at all, and that's one of
Yeah,
Khan's big up there. So
that's
you'll see
yeah.
how we differ, how we agree on things, and maybe if there's any future topics we can pull out of talking more into those shows. But yeah, do you want me to share my screen off the bat, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's I mean, yeah, let's go through Brady's, anime list and we can talk about it. The one thing with Brady's list though is that he does tend to rate things higher than they think
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think that he thinks. Like
Yeah.
I think he has that like, he watches the show, puts it at high score. I mean, I shouldn't pretend like I don't do the same thing. Like I
Mhm.
do it as well. But
No, you're definitely not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna pull up your list too. We have them both up. Here's my list. Can you see everything here?
yep, yep, yep.
And then here's yours. I spent a little bit too much time on mine. I have to update a lot of it, but um, we'll first just show you how much we've watched, and then I'll show you a couple things we've rated highly, and then our tops. So, yeah, I've watched 116 days of anime, 161 shows completed. Currently watching five. I'll show you what those are. A lot on hold. A lot I want to plan to watch, which I'll never get to all watch. And then I also have some manhwa and stuff I'm reading, but not really that much. And then Con, on the other hand, I think you beat me out in days. Yeah, you're at 139 days,
I mean,
and
I
a
think we
lot more
both
completed.
have more than what's actually listed just
Yeah, like
because like
reruns
reruns, like I watch One Piece arcs, rewatch One Piece arcs like
so many times.
very often. But
hmm
I'm not gonna write like on what like I've rewatched One Piece because like technically I didn't, but like the amount of episodes I could definitely say I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel
So
you. I feel you.
it just does. I feel like it's unfair. I'll just write it, but like it's at least the minimum. It's a minimum. I've watched over that amount.
We both watched a lot. Well, basically just a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, let's see if this loads. Perfect. I totally forgot
Oh
your.
God.
All
No. Okay.
right.
Okay. Wait,
All
let's.
right. All right. So, first off, let's just rank this and show you a couple of the shows that I've seen a lot of. I'm just gonna rate this by rating and ascending. So, um, and it's the opposite way, descending, of course. But you'll see, I definitely rate things way too high. I'm just gonna do it based on completed. I rate things way too high, um, which is kind of bad, but it's all right. Oh my gosh, it is the other way. Why is this not working? I'll just do it. I don't need. I'll just scroll through them and show you guys. So, One Piece. Me and Connor both caught up with the recent episode. Definitely my favorite show. Um, I'm already giving Solo Leveling season 2 a 10. I know it's way too
Dang.
early, but I love it to death.
Wait, you
Here you
gotta
kind of
filter this out. There's gonna be tons of stuff here.
Oh, I'm just gonna go through it fast. I'm not gonna show everything.
Okay.
Big fan of My Hero. Used to be in my top 10, but no longer is. I definitely like the sixth season the most. Um, let's see. I know we both. Oh, I'm not sure. I started with Dragon Ball. I don't think you did. You started with One Piece, right?
I started with Naruto
Oh, with
actually.
Naruto. Okay.
Naruto
Um.
and yeah.
Oh, Fate. Fate is so good. Okay, Full Metal Alchemist, I think we both agree is a 10 out of 10. Um, Haikyuu, definitely best sports anime. Hunter, oh my god, this was my number one for the longest time. Um, I don't know, any other shows you think I should point out before I go over to your list, and then we'll go a little bit deeper into top tens, or
I think you should. I
oh,
mean,
Mashoko Tensei. Dude, I want to show all my tens. I don't know how to.
yeah, yeah. Just filter it in there, and then you can talk about
I
all
mean,
your
it
tens.
wouldn't just. Oh, it's score. That's why. Okay, score ascending or is it descending? It's descending. Dang it. All right, this should work. This should work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so here's. Oh my God, I've given way too many tens. So I gave a 10 to One Piece,
Yep.
Fullmetal Alchemist, Steins Gate. Oh my, Steins Gate. Hunter x Hunter,
Yeah.
season 3 of Haikyuu, Mob Psycho season 2, Vinland Saga, both seasons of that. Um, Promise Neverland season 2 doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So much of Attack on Titan. I probably need to lower some of these. I probably rated it too high as a whole, but I do that at
Yeah.
everything too high. Shoko Tensei, like every season basically. Actually, not the very first, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
More Mob Psycho, My Hero, Solo Leveling. Oh, One Piece fan letter, amazing.
Yep.
Gurren Lagann that's my
Nice.
first
Okay, so you're
nine. That's where it
nines.
kind of
Okay.
turns. But I just rate kind of high. You can see here I have a lot of nines. Magi, underrated show we talked a little bit about last time. Um, and then it kind of goes down. I mean, I really don't rate anything bad. Like if you see at my very bottom of the list, I have one show that I hate with all my life, and it's Gamers.
Oh God.
This show right here is terrible. It is the worst. I just don't like love triangle harem shows like that though. That's just me. Maybe some
Hey,
people like it,
I might have to
but
watch it then.
dude, we also both dropped Boruto. That's pretty low on my list, but
GT. I
yeah,
think I dropped GT as
yeah,
well.
GT. Well, yeah, I'll jump over to yours now. You can talk a little bit about it. Um, I will also sort it, but I can just click on score for you, which makes it so much easier. Oh, as it's freezing. Oh, oh.
Buffering, buffering. No. All right.
All right.
All right. So this is for me. One Piece is also. I mean, like right now, like I put it on hold right now just because it's
Mhm.
not. I'm not rewatching. I mean, I'll probably end up rewatching, but I'll probably just put it on the side and like,
Yeah,
not really watch it as much.
makes sense.
Code Geass second season, 10 out of 10 by far, best ending, one of the best endings, one of the best protagonists I've ever seen.
Dude, so mid, so
Boku's
good.
Brotherhood, Steins Gate, brother.
We could make a
Steins
whole
Gate,
episode about Steins Gate, I think.
Steins Gate is a mind like completely screwed. Like I could not tell you. Like I watched Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero, and
Mhm.
I would be in like taking a math test, or like I'd be in high school during this time, and I
Mhm.
could not think straight. Like all I could think about is Steins Gate and
Yeah,
finishing the show. It was really in my head. It got into my dreams actually, which was really
bro,
good.
I'm pretty sure that I got you watching Steins Gate, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this might be a hot take, but I thought the first season of Attack on Titan was like a 10 out of 10 because the way
Yeah.
that like everything just came out of nowhere and you like got like set into this huge world and like
Mhm.
the plot wasn't complicated. Like
Yep.
you knew the characters and it's just like there's so many questions. I don't know. I really liked the first season a lot. Violet Evergarden was one of my favorites as well. I also gave it a 10.
Can't believe you gave
Um,
that a 10. I think I gave it a 9.
Violet Evergarden made me cry every episode. I would
Dude, I
say
think it was
like
episode 11 or something. I don't know.
episode
Or
7,
like 7.
episode
Yeah, maybe it was
7,
that, dude. Yeah. Oh.
episodes. If you know what I'm talking about, episode
If you know,
7,
you know.
I cried my heart out. That one was bad.
Dude, I think that might be one of the shows I cried the most in. And I'm a crier. I'm definitely a crier.
Yeah,
But,
with good music too. I'm done for.
oh yeah.
I'm crying. Mob Psycho 100 season 2 is phenomenal. Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. Mushoku Sensei, like
Dude, so
the
good.
part 2 of season 1 was amazing. Again, my hero by far the best season was season 6 season, I think.
I haven't even, is it 7 the current season that was out or 8? Like,
Yeah, I
I
think
haven't even
7.
seen the recent season yet.
Oh,
Like,
really?
it's kind of sad that I haven't seen it. No,
I've seen it. It was good.
I'll have to watch it.
Jujutsu Kaisen second season. I mean, come on. That was just
Dude,
all action. Like
I haven't
like
seen that either.
oh my god, dude.
Dude, I know it's bad. It's
It was
bad.
all action.
I
Oh wait,
think if I actually jump over, I think I have it on hold, I think. Real fast. Yeah, I've only watched the
Todo.
first 5 episodes, dude. I've only watched the first five.
Oh no, I rewatched the whole thing, too.
Yeah,
So like, you need to catch up.
I have to, dude.
Mushoku Tensei. I think Mushoku Tensei is one of my favorite shows I've ever seen.
Dude, it's so
We can
good, dude.
talk about our like top fives later, like or like
Yeah, we'll
we'll
drop
drop
over
a couple.
after.
But Oshinoko first season was phenomenal. I mean,
I think it's a 9 though. I really do. I had it a 10 recently, and I went back and I actually changed it back down because
yeah,
I thought about it like I always rate things a lot higher when I first watch them because like wow, it's so amazing. And I think about it because I went back and I'm like I have not thought about Oshinoko in months. Where all the other shows I've rated a 10, I constantly think about and like wish I could watch again. Where I really loved Oshinoko. The first episode was one of the best first episodes I've ever seen, but I'd never be like, oh, I want more Oshinoko. I haven't touched season 2. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but I haven't
I've
watched a
tried
single
to
episode.
start season two. Problem is, it's not on Crunchyroll. It's like I have to
Oh my
find it on
god,
some stupid.
dude, Crunchyroll's let me down.
So annoying. But anyway, yeah. You know what? I probably agree with you. I probably would give it a 9 right now if I could.
Yeah,
One Piece
so do
fan
I.
letter. I agree. By
Oh my,
far one of the best episodes I've ever seen, ever.
ever. It's just
Um,
that good. Like, please watch it. Please watch it. Unless you want to spoil One Piece like halfway through, but like, it's so good. It's so good.
and then like you just get into some of my nines. Like I've watched Spirited Away or in High School Host Club.
I can't believe you gave that a 9.
I
I
gave it a
cannot
nine.
believe
I
that.
genuinely enjoyed a lot. Like I thought it was funny. It's also something my sister watched,
But the
and
same
she
level as Hunter x Hunter, bro? Are
like
you on your off? Like, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
I loved the show. Like it was really funny. Like my
You're,
well, I think a part of it is because it was something that I watched with my sister, and it's one of her favorite shows, and like
I
we watched
guess.
it together, so it's more of like a like if I were to give it, maybe I'd probably give it an 8 now. That I don't have
Yeah.
I don't have that recency bias, but
We both have to update our list for sure.
Hunter x Hunter Magi. I mean,
Hidden gem. Hidden gem.
Magi's a hidden gem. I need to rewatch that show. Actually, I would actually like to rewatch that
Dude,
show.
I think I think right as April hits, I'm gonna watch this because I haven't watched it
Your
yet.
Lie in April.
I think I'm gonna watch it like the first day of
Wait, what do
April.
you mean you've never watched? Wait, what?
I've never seen Your Lie in April. I've never
You've
seen it.
never seen Your Lie?
No, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And I think it's 22 episodes. I might start like the first day of April, and maybe
Podcast
I'll
and
watch like
the podcast right now.
I don't deserve to have no, but like I might watch like one episode a day. I feel like I'm gonna want to binge it though. At the very least, I'm gonna wait and watch it in
You're
April.
gonna binge it. You're gonna binge it, and you're gonna call me, and then I'm gonna have to give you a shoulder.
Dude, I'm gonna be crying. Like actually, which sucks
Sad.
because I think I was planning to go visit some college friends in April, so I can drink my pain away.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna have to. And then I mean, it's like a lot of the other seasons, like oh my God, Seven Deadly Sins first season.
and we
I
can
think
go on forever about that.
it's
You
just a
rate high too, dude.
failure.
You rate high too.
Some of these are hot, but like no, these are all like phenomenal like
I
seasons and
know, I
shows. Like
know.
I recently
You're
watched
not Code Geass,
Konosuba as
but
well. Code Geass is just phenomenal. Again,
dude, I can't believe you only give Vinland Saga a 9. Same
Vinland
in
Saga
Promised
is a
Neverland
9.
season 1.
I think
Holy peak, dude.
they're nines. I don't think they're tens. And
Okay,
I think I mean there's a lot of those quintessential quintuplets. Season 2 was a
dude.
9 out of 10. That show is so good. The ending sucked. I watched the movie alone in theaters. By the way, I called. I remember calling Brady, being like, "I'm gonna go see the quintessential
Yep.
quintuplets movie in
'Cause I've
theaters."
never seen it, so I couldn't go.
And I was like, and I think I'm gonna be alone. And I went into the theater room, and it was me in front, like in the middle, and then like three dudes behind me that were all like
Yeah.
they all looked like they had body pillows back at home waiting for them.
Dude, they probably. I mean, you do too, right?
Yeah, I did too. She's just over there.
Um. Yeah,
I
dude.
don't know.
There's
There's a
so many
yeah.
shows in here I wish I could just rewatch because they're holy mid, dude. Not in my.
Okay.
Dude, I don't understand how you give My Dress Up Darling the same as like
Hunter x
Cyberpunk Edge
Hunter.
Runners, bro, and
Cyberpunk Edge
Hunter x
Runners.
Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
so good. It's
And
so good.
Mob
Okay,
season 3.
I need to go back and I do need to reduce some of these scores because
Yeah, me
in all
too.
honesty, I shouldn't Blue Lock season 1 should be an 8. It should not be a 9.
What?
It
Actually, I think I
shouldn't
might
be
have
a
given it
9.
an 8 too. Let's see what I gave it. I gave it an 8. And then
I think
I gave it an 8 for the second season too. Just because, okay, I know the animation was bad at the start, but holy crap, did it come back at the end? And I was still loving it the whole time, so I had to give it an 8 still. But
it was good. It was very good. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I think we just
All right, let's
talked.
see
We
what do you
yapped a
hate the
lot.
most? Yeah, I
Like
know.
let's talk about our like because if you want, we can have our My Anime List linked somewhere, at least in the
Yeah,
description,
maybe we
or
could put
like
them on like the Spotify and the yeah
yeah,
something in the about
we
section.
could put it like on the description, like just like what we're talking about, and then like if you ever want to peek at our anime list, you can down there. But
Yeah.
yeah, if we're gonna be honest, let's like top five. Like, what's your top five? Like, go right now. Don't even
All
think
right.
about it. Like
I
top
don't need to
five.
look. I don't need to look. One Piece, always
Okay.
on top, always on. I'm just gonna. I'll keep sharing for now because we're gonna go back to it. But One Piece always on top.
Okay.
Two, Hunter x Hunter, hands
Okay.
down Hunter. I mean, it's here. Favorite character, Ikalgo. He's literally
Yep.
the man.
Yep.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Three, Steins Gate. Dude,
Okay.
Steins Gate has changed my life, dude. That show is
How
amazing.
so? How
Dude,
so?
it just makes me actually think. Like, I remember for like months set on end, I sat down and like literally all I cared about was like time travel videos because of Steins Gate. I literally sat down and like
Oh no.
it was amazing. And then also just like the music from Steins Gate. Oh my God, I don't want to spoil my favorites by looking down here, but like Gate of Steiner brings me so much joy, dude. It's so good. Um, Four. This is where it gets tough. I forget what I said. I think I have Mashoko Tensei at four, dude.
Let's go.
I think I do. I
Let's
think I
go.
do. That's actually nuts.
That's
I
so
guess
cool.
I'm gonna sneak peek. Oh, no, shoot. How can I forget Attack on Titan, dude? No, Attack on Titan is
This.
definitely four. Attack on Titan is definitely four. Attack on Titan is four. Oh, I
Okay.
feel so bad for forgetting. And then, yeah, definitely Mashoko at five. Mashoko Tensei would be my. It's close. It's close.
Okay.
I just think the twist and stuff from Attack on Titan can't be beat out. It can't. Like I feel like it's just better. It's just better than Mashoko. It can't beat it.
Yeah.
There's like a kind of a big jumps in my like One Piece is like way up here. Then there's a kind of a jump to Hunter x Hunter, but then there's a like a big Hunter x Hunter's pretty far above Steins Gate, which is pretty far above Attack on Titan, which is pretty far above. Like they're all pretty spaced out. I feel like they don't. I don't think the top five is gonna change anytime soon until
That's
Omniscient
fair.
Reader's Viewpoint anime comes out and then takes over spot number one. Actually, I
Fair.
don't know. It's
That's a
gonna be
good.
close to One
That's a
Piece.
good
It's gonna be
top
close.
five.
All right,
That's a
let's
good
hear
top
it.
five.
Your turn.
Okay. So if I were to be honest, I would say I can't like top five is hard because like One Piece is still going, so it's like I can't say like I guess I should
Dude,
say
come on.
top five in no order particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One Piece is there.
Okay. Dude,
Um,
it gotta be number one. It gotta be.
Code Geass,
Okay. Okay.
Steins Gate. Those are
Okay.
like my three that I would say like easy. Like
Yep.
Mishoko Tensei, I really love the concept right now. It's one of the shows that I actually felt anxiety over.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Um,
Is that four? Wait. One Piece, Code Geass, Steins Gate,
Steins
Mashoka
Gate,
Tensei.
Mishoko Tensei, and then I would say Attack on Titan was really good. I really liked it. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else that like I really like? Naruto's always like as a debate.
That's a top
Everyone
tenner maybe, but
it's a
top
top
five so
tenner
too
maybe. I
hard,
grew
dude.
up with it, but like there was so
Mhm.
much wrong with Naruto when there was so
Mhm.
much right. I can't give it there.
Dude, Full Metal.
Full Metal. I need to rewatch it.
Me
It
too. It's been so long.
I watched it when I was 12, like 13 years old. Like that's when
Mhm.
I watched it, 13,
Yeah.
14 years old. I cannot say how good it was in recent
Makes sense.
memory. I don't know. I would say like there's a lot of shows that
Well,
are
lovely.
like what could you rate in your top five? Like is it like based off your feeling that you feel? Is it based off rewatchability? Like Attack on Titan's good. Like, can I rewatch it though? Like not like I don't
Yeah,
feel like it's as
I could.
rewatchable. Like
I think I could like once, but like, because I think the second time through, I'd watch it one more time because the second time I'd see things I didn't see the first time.
yeah,
But I don't know if I could watch it a third time. Where like One Piece, I'm
it's
already
tough.
basically watching it for the third time. Like,
Yeah.
um, same as Steins Gate, just doesn't hit as good the second time. But
Like
like,
I can't rewatch Steins Gate. Like that's the problem. Like Steins Gate, it was phenomenal, but like I don't think you can rewatch it as easily as some of these other shows.
maybe once, but yeah. I mean, the way I rank my top five is I think about first like just like overall like enjoyment, Then just like life impact, like I could not stop watching if I felt like if I cried, type of emotions I felt, if I got in a rabbit hole and like could only consume content related to that for the next couple weeks or months. Um, and then just like overall, just like if I had to like the first thing that thinks to my that comes to my head, like if it really meant that much to me, and those are always, I mean, it will always be the first top three. No, I guess not always, but for now it'll be top three One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Steins Gate for a long time.
Yeah.
I swear if they ruin the omniscient reader viewpoint anime, I might just quit anime altogether. Not kidding, maybe not that much, but like I'd be upset. I'd be really upset.
I would probably have to say Attack on Titan then. That's probably like I think that would be my five, like my fifth one.
I mean, what else could it be?
I know,
I mean,
honestly.
I'm like, if I go back and looking at your top 10 right now, I'll just pull it up on my second monitor if it ever
Yeah.
loads for me.
Like
I mean,
I pulled it up right now. Like I'm looking at this right now. Like I don't think it could be Oshinoko, but I would probably be a nine. And then
like,
it's like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's not as I love Togi, like,
mhm.
but it's not gonna be good enough. And My Hero, it's just there's so many. Again, I that is something else I could say
I love
for
My Hero.
sure. I love My Hero. I actually like I rewatched so many seasons. Like I rewatched it I'd say four times fully over because I had to
Really?
rewatch it. Yeah, well, I rewatched it myself, then with
Hmm.
my dad, then with my
Hmm.
sister, and then like for fun, like I just put it up as a
Yeah,
comfort show, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's so comfortable, it's so easy to rewatch. But the problem
Hmm.
with it is just the community sucks, and
Hmm.
like there's certain decisions like the Gentle Criminal that is such a huge blockade for a lot of people to
Yeah.
continue it. And I think that a lot of people just got stuck there and they're like, what is this like what is this like pedophile doing?
Yeah.
Um
I mean, the thing about My Hero, I mean, I love it to death, but I feel like it has too many ups and downs. And when I'm rating things in my top 10, like my One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Steins Gate,
yeah.
I'm including all seasons. So like Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zeroes together, number three. And Attack on Titan is season one through the final season all together. Mahoka Tensei is all seasons. Like I'm rating it as an entire series, not like oh just season one's in my top five. So like that's why Promise Neverland can never make my top 10, even though I season one was probably in top five for a while. And
Yeah.
then like My Hero I used to have it in my top 10. Like season 6 we said was amazing, and then we also like season even like the tournament arc one, season 2. I love that. It's just like other seasons just don't compare, and then it brings the score down, and eventually it can't keep up with the other things in the top 10.
It's also hard for shows that it's hard for shows that are like run longer, you know what I mean? To actually
Hmm.
because there's so much more content, so much more filler, and so
Yeah,
much more to get right. It's like you can easily make a good story, like a really solid story in like a short period of time, like where you don't have to
yeah,
explain as much. Like Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a perfect example.
so good.
Not complicated, good characters, good story, I mean, like it's phenomenal. It's one of my favorite shows by far. I mean, you can see it's a
Yeah, I gave it
nine
a
out of
9 as
ten.
well. Hmm.
Um,
I cried.
I bawled my eyes out like completely. Like
I think the biggest thing though is that I find it difficult to put shorter shows in my top 10 because when a
yeah,
show is longer, like One Piece or Naruto or Hunter x Hunter, I get so much more connected to it. Where if it's a shorter show like Cyberpunk, I just wish there was more. And I know you can't add more. It's a perfect ending. Like you couldn't put anything else on it.
yeah,
But I feel like I love long stories because I don't want the shows to end. I think
yeah.
that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, as the 64 episodes or whatever it is, was one of the best paced and best length of shows. It had slow moments, it had fast paced moments, and it just encapsulated everything in a reasonable amount of episodes that everyone can enjoy, and it was peak. I mean,
How
we're
can you
like,
say
what,
that when you haven't watched it in a long time? Huh?
dude? I'm gonna,
Huh?
dude.
Yeah,
I've been
no.
busy. I've been grinding WoW. I've been raiding, but it's coming back. It's coming back.
It's like
I like,
Bleach.
yeah,
Like Bleach. Yeah.
yeah. But like, I feel like One Piece, of course, has bad pacing and maybe too many episodes, and then maybe like a 12 episode show. Or how long was Cyberpunk? Was it only 12 episodes?
13?
13 maybe,
Yeah.
but it was short. And like, it, I don't think it needed to be longer. It was great as it was, but I don't know if I would ever put it in my top 10 just because of the length, which is kind of rude to think. But like, maybe it just didn't make as big of an impact on me. I feel like the
Yeah.
shows that make the biggest impact on me is when I can just binge over and over and I just cannot stop watching it.
Horimiya was a big one that like actually like kind of like weirdly got connected to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's actually pretty high up on my watch list. I haven't watched it yet, but I definitely want to.
I think
That
you
might,
should because that one's like that. Just like for some, like it feels good. Like I don't know what it is. It's like something about it really feels good. It's well paced. The
mhm.
characters are unique. You can know, and also it helps that each of them have different hair colors, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like characters are unique. They're funny. Like the season 2, like I
Mhm.
think like season 2, it's more like I think they just gave extra content that was in the manga.
Yeah.
So like I think it's just you get to see
I heard
between.
season two just wasn't as good. Like it wasn't needed almost, but
It wasn't needed, but it's perfect. I think it was like
okay.
if you wanted more content, like you're saying like, oh,
There's
I wish
there.
there was more. That's it. Like it gives you just
Okay.
enough where you can actually learn more about the characters and
Okay. Okay.
as like throughout the school, just more content that you don't need, but it's nice to have. And I think they did that. I think it was a Horimiya like pieces like to I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like One Piece. No. But yeah. I feel you. I feel like that's pretty high up on the romance anime I want to watch. I have barely seen any romance. Khan watches a lot more than I do, but Kaguya-sama I'm definitely gonna watch first. Um, then I'll probably watch. Oh, I mean,
Quintessential quintuplets. Quintessential
either
quintuplets.
quintuplets or I really want to watch Blue Box, dude.
That
Uh,
animation looks great,
the
actually.
animation is so good. The opening is my favorite of the season. Well, it was last season, I guess. Yeah, last season. But I don't know, dude. I hate watching things just because of openings, but I do it.
I think I'm
But
gonna watch it too. It's not done yet, and I don't really
maybe I'll
want to
make you
watch the
watch it
show.
first, and then I'll
I mean,
I'll just start
I'm
from there.
probably gonna watch it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
let me think. Like, I don't know. I think the romance genre is good. I mean, I know you're a little bit more on the
Yeah,
conservative side with
I mean, I
the
prefer
love
the things that
harem and
have
whatnot.
romance and then like have others like Sword Art Online. Like I liked the romance in Sword Art Online, like at the very start maybe, but like I
And
don't
it's
know.
also that's also a show that's so easily you
Uh,
could
yeah,
rewatch. Like the first
I
13
agree.
episodes, I just can like
And the rest
I
can't be rewatched.
no, because it's just so stupid. Like, oh my
hmm
god, especially
Yeah,
with the fairy stuff.
and the incest.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
definitely
not good.
something. But yeah, I don't know. But I need to watch those SAO progressive movies still because I heard it takes place like in the Sword Art Online game. And I think I'd actually really like those, but I haven't seen them yet. I don't know if you've seen. There's like two of them, something, right? They like Asuna's the main character instead.
I think so. I think I've watched
I
one
watched
of
the first
those.
one, yeah. No, no. I think it was on Crunchyroll, hopefully, so I can watch. Dude, I see like the little Gojo right there. I'm just like, but yeah,
An
I have too.
expansion.
I have too much to watch. I really have too much to watch.
Yeah, and I feel like I need to watch more too. But like sometimes it's like you need to get into like a right mood to start a new show. You know what I mean? Like it's
hmm
not like it's like oh like I gotta like I have to invest time to learn these
Yep.
characters and learn how they
hmm
are and like
hmm
they're and it's almost like I like this saying that people say about TV shows and movies and whatnot. Like sometimes your brain can't differentiate the people that you learn on screen and
Yeah.
like real people. Like those are
hmm
real people. So if they die, it's like you actually
It
feel it,
hurts too.
in here.
hmm It
So
hurts
it's
bad.
like am I ready to meet new people? Almost, it's like the same asking the same question. Am I ready to meet some new people? And it's like no,
It's hard.
yes, yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely difficult. All right. Well, do you want to almost like make a joint top 10? I want to see if we could like almost agree on a top 10. I want to see if we could do that. Because
Okay,
I can quickly show what else I have in my top 10. I'll share my screen one more time and
okay.
see what else you could have in yours. And then we see definitive our anime list top 10.
Our anime list top 10. Okay, let's do it.
All right, let me share.
And
Let
then
me
we could
share.
probably end it off from there.
Yeah, that'll be a good ending spot right there. It's been like about an hour. Actually, a lot shorter than last time, but all right. Share entire screen. Make you stop looking at all that. All right, here you go. So I'll go a little bit in my top 10. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But One Piece is number one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into my favorite characters and openings and everything, but we can do that another time. Hunter x Hunter 2, Steins Gate 3, Attack on Titan, and Mushoku Tensei. We already said those five. Then I have Full Metal at 6, which I need to rewatch. But I just know, even though I don't remember a lot about it, I just know it deserves to be high up just because of how much back then I remember it impacting me. Like it was all I could talk about. It's all I could think about when I was at school. It's like I need to go home and watch Fullmetal Alchemist. I think it deserves this spot.
Yeah.
Vinland Saga, just peak after peak every season.
It's just like the second season for me.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I know. Okay, look, everyone's gonna be like, oh, like that was the whole point of the second season's character growth and whatnot. Like,
It's
I
different.
came in expecting like
Season 1 type stuff.
season one type stuff. Like, I wanted him to go crazy. I wanted him to kill people. Like that's the type of show, like a Viking brutal show that I wanted. But then
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this personal growth story that I'm watching? Like, and don't get me
I
wrong,
signed up
like
for this. And...
I like it. Like I
Mhm.
really loved it. Like once I shifted my mindset to be like, all right, like I'm not expecting the first season anymore, then I was fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like but like still, like it took some time for me to get used to it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, then I have Mob Psycho after that. Just all three seasons great. Ending was great. I love it. I like the concept of One Punch Man more, but I think Mob Psycho just did it better.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling has broken its way into number 9. I know, it's crazy. I haven't even
I
updated.
the fact is I would probably agree with you.
Dude, it's so good.
It makes me like giggle every time
hmm
like
it's like a feel good show.
it is really feel
It's
good
very
show.
simple plot, but it feels good. That's really all it is. And then I just couldn't take myself to take Naruto out of the top 10. It was my second anime after Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and stuff, and I love it too much. I love it too much.
All right.
But all right,
These are the only ones I can say like we'll start from your list, right?
okay. Let me open up a new. All right, I'm ready.
So
Get our
we
top 10.
we could do One Piece. We can easily add One Piece.
You think One Piece should be number 1?
I well for now we'll put it that way. Yeah.
Okay,
Right
okay,
now. Okay. So we'll just put One Piece. I can agree with.
okay.
We can add Steins Gate. We can
You think that should be
add
2?
Attack on. I
Oh, well, we can move it around. We can move it around.
Yeah, we can move it on. Steins Gate, Attack on Titan, Mushoku Tensei, Full Metal Brotherhood. Those are ones I would totally agree with.
And you don't. Hunter x Hunter's not in your top 10, right?
There's something with Hunter x Hunter. I enjoyed it a lot. It would be in my lower piece. Like I would put it like 10 or 9.
Because
Like I would,
just to kind of get a little like, because like for me, it's One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Steins Gate, AOT, Shoko Tensei, Fullmetal Alchemist, Vinland Saga, Mob Psycho 100. Oh, that's a. Because I want to get your top 10, then see our overlap, and then make it work. Solo Leveling, and then Naruto, right? Um. So you said in no order though. You had One Piece.
yep.
You had
So
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate,
You had
Code
AOT.
Geass,
You had Code Geass. You had Mashoko Tensei.
Mushoku Tensei, and then you
Okay.
could probably put
And what else
FMAB.
would you have?
Yep.
Fullmetal
Yep.
Alchemist. Okay.
And then here's the fun part.
Mhm.
Ah,
I
I
know it's
don't
tough.
I
I
don't
mean, we
know
can
what
look at
else.
your like.
Yeah,
Let's see what you have. I mean, Violet Evergarden,
Violet Evergarden would
Mob
be a tech
Psycho.
Mob Psycho season 2. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is,
Um,
we're saying the whole show,
I know.
right?
I am.
So, so
JJK.
I would
My
have
Hero.
Violet Evergarden. I would put on there.
All right. Violet Evergarden. I'm gonna forget what these stand for.
You're good.
Okay.
I probably put
You could put
Violet.
Oshinoko.
It's not. I wouldn't put in top 10 though. I'd probably put Hunter x Hunter.
Oh yes, yes.
So Hunter x Hunter would be lower on the list for me.
Right. Would you put Naruto? You think?
I'm not gonna put Naruto on this list.
You could put Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, Haikyuu, Magi.
I would say solo leveling for sure.
And you need one more.
I was gonna say either My Hero
hmm
because like if you look, it's consistently at a high score.
Yeah.
and it's just such an easy show to watch, and I
My
really
Dress Up
enjoy it.
Darling.
I mean, yeah, like those again, those are
It
short
could be something
shows
like
that
that.
I would probably say My Hero. Yeah,
All
My
right.
Hero for
All
now.
right.
Yeah.
So this is not in any order. Your top 10, and this is my top 10, right? So we're gonna say One Piece at one for now. We both have Steins Gate pretty high. That I think we could put it at two. I'm assuming you don't want to put Hunter x Hunter at two. You want it lower.
I want it lower. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
like it's just the Chimera Ant arc really just screwed it. Like I
Yeah.
don't think it
Dude,
was
that's
should
like
have been.
my favorite arc, bro. It's like my
It
favorite
no,
arc.
it has the best moments. Like Gon Rage. Like
Hmm.
there's so much that is so good.
Hmm.
It's just I think they just messed up. Like I don't think the pacing should have been that way. Like I think they definitely needed to shorten it up.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Like I don't need the narrator going. This only lasted 10 seconds. Like
Dude, I love it. I love it. It's my jam, dude. All right.
man,
So then we would have third as either AOT, unless you're thinking Mashoko Tensei over AOT. I'm thinking AOT first, but I want to hear your thoughts.
Mishoko Tensei isn't done.
Yeah,
AOT is done.
that's why I think it needs to be higher for now.
So AOT probably for now would be higher. Yes.
And then four would be Mashoko.
Yep.
Now we've
But
had Full Metal at five. Could I argue to get Hunter x Hunter above Full Metal?
no, I don't think so. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a better story. I think it is a better paced, and I think the music is better in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Can it at least go right below?
Yes, I think I can. I think I can be okay with that.
Okay. Bro, you made my number two drop down to number six.
I think it's fair though. I think like because a
I
lot of these shows are more
mean,
complete. I think.
yeah, and we agree that on a lot of it. So One Piece, Steins Gate,
The only thing is
AOT.
Code Geass. I would even argue that it's higher than Hunter x Hunter. But
Yes, but if you're putting Code Geass below Steins Gate and AOT and this, and I'm
it
putting it
because
above it,
Hunter because I'm not gonna lie, Code Geass has a better ending than Attack on Titan does, like easily. It
and
has
I can't. I
you
mean,
can't
maybe when
save
I
as
watch
much.
Code Geass, we can move this up.
We'll update it. We'll update it.
For
For
now,
now,
I will respect you in putting it in seven.
okay.
If you're okay with that, I will respect you in putting it in seven, even though I
I
think it should be at like 10. But
okay. We'll keep it. Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
okay. So we did One Piece, we did Hunter x Hunter and Steins Gate and AOT and Code Geass and Mashoko Tensei and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I have Vinland Saga,
And Violet
Mob
Evergarden.
Psycho, Solo Leveling, and Naruto, and you
You
have
have
Violet
solo leveling.
Evergarden, Hunter x Hunter. We have Solo Leveling is on both of ours, so that at least is
Okay.
gonna be somewhere on here.
Okay.
Do we put it at eight, or can we agree on what? So we have Vinland Saga, Violet Evergarden, Mob Psycho, Solo Leveling,
Low key, actually, like,
Naruto,
man, like I could even put Free Rent on this list. I
and My Hero.
genuinely enjoyed Free Rent a lot, but like,
We'll shove it on there. So of
okay,
these, we
let's
have
see.
three spots for these what, 6 shows, 7 shows, 7 shows, and we have 3 slots.
I'll look through a couple of my lists just to see, because I had Magi on here technically. Both episode seasons were at 9, but I would have to rewatch it to
But
actually
you'd have
get
to
it.
say, would you put Magi above at least above Violet Evergarden, Solo
I'm
Leveling, and My
I'm
Hero?
I'm gonna right now I'm gonna put like my biggest thing is probably for My Hero and Solo Leveling. That is by far I think two of the shows that that's where I'm gonna put my vote for right now.
I think Solo Leveling deserves 8 or 9.
Is Solo Leveling better than My Hero right now?
Yes, I think so. I do.
Really?
As a whole of what is completed, there's more bad moments in My Hero and more peak moments, I think, almost in Solo Leveling.
Right now, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. For now I don't think so. I think My Hero is better than Solo
Oof.
Leveling.
Okay, okay.
Because think about it this way,
Mhm,
because like even when I told you the OSTs
mhm.
like are so good in My Hero. They're like
Oh yeah, they are.
Unbelievable.
You say Run, like,
You Say Run is by far one of the best OSTs ever.
yep,
Um,
I agree.
and then the openings are fire.
Hmm.
It
I
has
love the one with PK.
so many hype moments. Season 2, the tournaments. Season 3 with like one for all,
The
like
summer, like
all
that was
for
like the
one
summer
for
school
all.
too thing, right? Where and then the Bakugo got kidnapped.
Yep, that Bakugo
Yeah.
kidnapping. Like there's like there's way more good moments, of course, because it's
Okay.
more a
Yes.
completed show. So right
I
now, I that's my only point I'm saying is for now, I think My Hero is better than Solo Leveling until Solo Leveling actually finishes.
You think we could shove solo leveling at? You think we should shove it in 10 then?
I think we should. Okay, it's
Is
I
there two shows in this list that you'd rate higher than solo leveling?
shows I
My
would
Hero,
rate.
you're saying you would.
Yes,
Naruto, you're saying you would not.
I would not. No.
Free Ren,
I I it's a different type of show.
yeah.
Damn it. I would probably say that Free Ren is.
I think
I would say it's better right now. Again,
I
I would
think
also say
just
it's better.
because it's our anime list, I don't think we could put Free Ren on it just because I haven't finished it yet.
Then we can't really put Code Geass on it because you haven't watched that.
But I respect how much you love Code Geass, and I'm going to watch it. It's
Okay.
gonna be the next thing I watch before Bleach.
Okay. What's
And
another
I was
show that we
enjoying the episodes I was watching up until I stopped.
IQ? IQ,
IQ could
technically.
be up there. So let's. You're thinking Naruto shouldn't make the top 10.
I don't think Naruto because there is, it
I'm
left
okay
such
with
a
that.
bad taste in my mouth like
Okay.
towards the end that I don't feel justified in putting it on this.
And you're thinking Vinland Saga shouldn't make it, I'm assuming. And I'm think
As hard as I don't think Violet Evergarden should be on there
I don't
either.
think Violet Evergarden should make it.
I don't think Violet Vinland Saga should make it either.
Okay.
As good as it is, I think
So
Mob Psycho. I
do
think
we want to
Mob
shove these
Psycho is
three
better.
in?
Yeah, I think and it's
I think Mob Psycho should be 8. I think Mob Psycho is better than My Hero and Solo Leveling. It's complete. It has peak moments. That's just me. I'm okay with Solo Leveling at 10.
personally. There's a real soft spot for My Hero in my heart, and
So you think it
maybe
should be? You think
like
it should be? In you think Mob Psycho should be less than Solo Leveling though?
I think this makes sense. I think this would be it right now. That's what I'm thinking right now. That would probably be what I would put right now.
I guess I'll give you that just because you allowed me to put Hunter x Hunter at 6.
It's no because let me put Code Geass at 7. So again, whatever you think. Like I'm
I
personally just
almost
because I
I
think
almost
My
want to shove
Hero
Hunter x Hunter at 5. I'm not gonna lie.
better than I just don't think it's better than Full Metal. And the only thing that I could say that you couldn't put is 4. I don't think Mishoko Tensei could technically because One Piece isn't done yet, but it's been going on. Steins Gate's done. Attack on Titan's done. Full Metal Alchemist Brother is done. Hunter x
So you
Hunter's
think we
done.
should?
Code Geass is done. So it's like Mishoko Tensei with because of the possibility it could be at 5 because because I don't know.
I think it deserves the 4 though. With what we've seen so far, I think it's gonna continue where the pace it's going. I think it's good at 4.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that.
All right. I'm good with that then. Then I don't
Now
know.
I
I
want to
think
ask
this
you
is
this. I want to ask you this.
yeah.
Can you tell me from start to finish every single arc and what happens in Fullmetal Alchemist right now without looking anything up?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yes.
Absolutely not. No. Because again,
Could could
I
you for
watched it 10 years ago roughly.
could you for Hunter x Hunter? For the most part.
I could do pretty good. I think I could do
Well,
pretty good.
and it's been several years since you watched it, right?
It's been like I watched it relatively. I still watch a couple clips
It
from
was
it
at least
now.
before 2020. It was at least 5 years. And you think that Fullmetal Alchemist is higher?
I think I think it's a more complete show. The music
I
I
mean,
think
it
is
is
much
because Hunter x
better.
Hunter's not done yet. It's not done. There's more.
Well, yeah, but it's like, and it never will be done though.
It
That's the
might.
problem.
Hey, it might. It might.
Wait till April 1st, and then
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay, I'm down to pencil this in. I'm
I'm
happy with
down to
this.
pencil this in right now.
All right, I'm gonna just save it in our Discord. I'm gonna
Okay.
pin it. If anything, we should probably make like a we can make a Discord channel for this podcast, and we could like post our stuff like stuff in it, and then we could always, if anyone wants to join it, we could have people join our Discord, and then we
Yeah.
could like talk to them about it if they like have any topics, or if we want to have somebody join that's from like anyone that actually listens to it, they can join and talk with us in an episode or something.
Yeah,
That might
sure.
be
We
a
have
cool thing to
guests
do.
like because we want to have guests like so Kunal, like some
That'd be
Kunal,
awesome, yeah.
Nate, Nathan, and
Yeah,
Amit. I'm
dude,
hoping they
yes.
have them join, maybe talk about some stories we had because we would used to talk about anime like outside of one of our comp sci classes. Like it was pretty fun, and then like I would have my sister maybe come on one of the shows.
Yeah, definitely.
And then maybe you could have some people like Steven could be a guest on
Steven definitely,
one
that'd be
week.
a chaotic episode. That'd be an episode. Uh, I'd love to have my friend Josh maybe on, because I've been talking to him a lot. Shout out if you're listening to this, Josh, because you're one of the only people I think that listened to our first episode, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's tough because time zones, because I think he's still like cross seas. But we'll see. We'll definitely make something work and get people. Um, but yeah,
so we'll see. Well, in the next couple episodes, maybe we'll get a guest star appearance, a guest
yeah,
someone.
yeah. We'll have to brainstorm what we even want to do for next episode.
Ernest, I've already talked to Ernest, and I want
Eh,
him to join because he has a lot
we
of anime
need
opinions
him.
as well.
We need
He'll
Ernest, dude.
probably just be like Attack on Titan sucks, like like he'll probably just say Initial D is the best.
Yeah, and then we're gonna beat Ernest up in the comments. Right? Actually, there's no comments, but you could just beat him up in your head because he sucks.
Yeah.
Joking. We love Ernest. But
Well, I think that's time for us.
yeah,
It was a good topic, good talk. Um, and
next
yeah,
week we'll pick something.
next week we'll probably just talk more about solo leveling as
Well,
always.
we will have to start, dude. I kind of want to talk about openings and endings at some point.
Okay,
Um,
let's talk. We can like one of these times.
Maybe we can pull up a tier list because I also saw that we ranked One Piece filler before, and it might be cool to rank some One Piece arcs for all the One Piece fans out there.
Yeah,
We could
let's
always
do
do like a
that.
tier list of that. We can go over the tier list together and
Do
maybe
tier
do
list of that, and then
we
tier
could do
list
like
of
a
maybe
One Piece
characters.
episode, like special One Piece episode that, or maybe it might be good to leave that and do the One Piece episode whenever the anime comes back as like a little, hey, anime's back.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a good
know.
idea
We'll
too.
think about it.
But
You guys will
I
find
think we
out
should do a
next week.
tier list next. Let's do a tier list next week.
Dude, I still got that waifu tier list. A lot on there. There's a lot on there.
But yeah. All right.
All
Thanks
right,
for
guys.
listening in, guys. Then
Yep.
we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.